Hello everybody, this is Starman, and welcome back to Let's Play Fallout 2. Well, you may notice a slightly different corpse placement from before. I had to go back and do a restore because I played ahead and discovered that I done screwed up in regard to one quest from earlier. It turns out that you only get one chance to accept Tor or offer Tor your help in guarding the Brahmin, and if you do not take the chance to help him then, he disappears from the game. So the only way I can go and get the whole fighting the Bugmen quest is if I lower my karma and get the Dentonburgers to offer me the job, which I probably have screwed that up because you also only get one chance to have them offer you the job if you are a person of ill repute. And right now, yeah, I've got the Guard the Brahmin quest, but I've got no way of actually doing it because I can't find Tor to talk to him now. And yeah, you know, currently Karma is 105 Wanderer. I am idolized in Arroyo. They have antipathy for me in Klamath. And the Den is neutral. The normally suspicious strangers, people of this area haven't made their minds up because I haven't been there. You're just never out of towner, probably up to no good. And it does keep track of how many I have killed of everything. Unsurprisingly, I have killed a ton of rats. But yeah, after we rescue Smiley, we will pretty much be done with Klamath, apart from going back to buy the gear I sold to get the money I need for more healing stuff. But we won't be done with the Toxic Caves, because there is much to do here that we can't do now, but we can probably come back after we raise our skills a bit in certain areas. But we'll get to those in a moment. And yes, we could clear the geckos out of here, but we're going to avoid doing that. Your boots just melted. Luckily, I have extra pair. But, yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to avoid that bunch of geckos there. Let's see if I can dash past. I can't dash past. Hell, well-timed critical. Well, I thought that other one was chasing me. And oh yes, a little hidden locker here with some rat away. You see a filthy trapper with torn and blood-stained clothing. He appears to be favoring one leg slightly. Hello there, stranger. People call me Smiley. I'm sure glad to see you. Thought we were going to die here for certain. I'm hurt too bad to get past those damn lizards on my own. What are you doing here? I was thought to caught more golden geckos northwest of Klamath than anywhere else, so I figured that all the golden geckos live someplace up here. Yeah, looks like you were right. Looks as though I was a little too right. I got in here okay, but then one of them damn geckos got behind me and damn near took my leg off. I just barely made it over here. Wonder why they didn't finish you off. Well, I guess they don't like to crawl through the goo too much. Can't say I blame them. It sure burns the gifts on your skin, but it doesn't seem to stop them from licking the darn soap like it was Buckner's best. Interesting. Enough gun flapping, though. Now let's get out of here. I figure that if I can join you, we should both be able to make it out of here, okay? I could use the help. Okay, you can join me. I'll make sure that you get out of here and get back to Klamath. I think that Aiden is going to be glad to see you again. And yeah, you'll note that we have a generator here. Probably powers the elevator, but our repair skill is abysmal to say the least, and our science skill is nowhere near good enough to do anything with that computer over there. And I think that gecko is about to wander into our hit zone. Yep. Give the old guy some credit, but I don't much fancy the idea of trying to shoot toward him. Yeah, it feels good, doesn't it? Of course, the gecko would rather eat me than him. But thankfully, got a critical just in the nick of time. And yeah, we could clear out the geckos, but we're not going to. Partly because Smiley is not going to be much of a help, partly because I don't want to chance him dying trying to punch geckos anymore, and partly because it'll be much more profitable to come back here later. For reasons that will become immediately apparent. Hey, thanks for saving my sorry ass. I better hightail it back to Klamath. See you there. And we get 1,000 experience for having rescued Smiley. So, with that done, let's talk to the widow first. You're the one that found my Smiley. Thank you so much. Smiley got lucky this time. You tell him to be a bit more careful. Well, I just know what we could ever do to thank you. Well, if you consider Sulik's debt paid, that'd be a reward enough. I'll talk to Madia and take care of things with Sulik. You might want to talk to her also. Thank you. I'm sure Sulik will be forever grateful for your giving his debt to you. I'll talk to Madia right away. And we can go ahead and talk to... I assure you for saving my hide. Least I can do is teach you something in return. Teach? Since those geckos nearly had my hide, let me teach you how to get theirs. Here's how you skin them, Smiley demonstrates. And then you kill them and get their hides and sell them, okay? Thanks, I'm sure that will come in handy. Tell me something else, though. Hello there, friend. Thanks for getting me out of that tight spot. If I can help you with? Well, I had a few questions about hunting geckos. Well, I guess I know more about geckos than anyone alive. I was raised on gecko milk, you know, but it'll take a few hours. I want to know everything you can teach me about geckos. There's more than you need to know than you even know you need. Teach me, O great trapper. Well, you see, it's like this. Golden geckos and regular geckos are basically the same critter, except the golden's got a big second help in the sheer cussedness. Time passes as you learn the lore of the gecko. Lore of the Gecko. That'd be a great book title. That was great. I think I know a bit more about geckos now. Thanks. Is Mrs. Buckner happy to see you back? Widow Buckner's so darn happy to have me back, she might be Mrs. Smiley before too long. She's even talking about giving you a little something from finding my hairy butt and returning it to her. Well, I'm happy for the both of you. Let me ask you something else. I have all sorts of questions about this area. Maddie Buckner, I don't want to talk about that. All sorts of gossip. Yeah, actually, her daughter, or the mom, is the one to talk to about that. But, okay, thanks. I'll sure be glad to have that damn tribal away from here. Well, somehow I think Sulik might actually miss being here, but we'll be back to visit sometime, I'm sure. Right now, though, I need something. What can I help you with? Well, heck with that. Let's do some bartering. Oh, and now she has healing powder. Actually, nuts to that. Let's take the cash first. And hopefully I won't need Radaway anytime soon. Although, yeah, still not quite enough for the leather armor. Well, that at least gives us a little bit more trading capital. And finally,
we and I be glad to answer.
Would you like to come with me? We might be able to find your sister in the course of my travels.
We're there. Grandpa Bone say we might find sis with you.
I hope so. In case, it'll be nice to travel with you and your grandfather's bone.
Not just Grandpa Bone, all tribe spirits. Grandpa Bone just wiser and stronger than the rest. Let's seize on down.
Yeah, okay, Sulik. And so we have our very first companion.
What you be?
And we can ask Sulik to consult the spirits.
Spirits are sometimes hard to understand. They see things you and we can't.
What do they tell you about this place?
Evil spirits aren't killing cattle.
Okay, thanks.
What you be?
Yeah, the crazy part being Sulik actually does get some helpful advice sometime. Talk about your gear.
Friend.
What kind of weapons can you use?
Pretty good with fist, spear, big hammer, submachine gun. We be a handful.
Yeah, somehow I don't think we are going to give him the submachine gun given my experiences with Vic. And we can also do combat control. Which weapon use? None. Which he actually has a sledgehammer. Armor use leather jacket. And disposition, we'll go with defensive. Coward is not an option for him. His best skill is melee weapons, 85 hit points, currently carrying this much weight. And yes, this is a much improved interface for getting your companions to help you in a fight.
What distance do you need us at?
Stay close.
Yeah, you'll be needing us to stay close. Keep you out of trouble.
That's the idea. Okay, so that pretty much does it for Klamath, although now we can... Don't leave! Yeah, we can in fact now go and kill geckos and skin them and take their hides for money. Which, just to see if it lasts, will... You don't seem to be too popular in this part of town. Well, maybe the jury's still out on you. How can I help you? Buy a round of drinks for everybody. Or drinks with the whole bar. Huzzah. Hope you enjoy the beer. I need some information. Actually, I need to trade. Let's see, any jobs? Well, Dunbars are looking for someone to do their dirty work for them, and for that matter, Tor the Buckner boy is scared to go near the Brahm at night on account of the Bugman. Because I need to get my radio back. And I think that's pretty much everything I need or want at this point. Though now that I think of it, I am getting a mite short on ammo, but there's nothing I can really do about that here. So let's take a quick side trip back to the Golden Gecko Caves and see if maybe I might be able to loot the geckos that I killed before. And nope, the blood remains, but the bodies don't, and I get that message about a short, swarthy man smiling at me again. And the geckos have not respawned, thankfully, but I don't feel like coming back here, because Sulik is not going to be all that useful with the lockpicking, so let's head on to the den. Oh, heck. Some silver geckos hiding among spore plants. Well, I'm not going to waste any of my precious ammo on the plants, because we can eventually kick them into submission. And yeah, Sulik is good with a hammer. Okay, something... Ah, heck. Well, seems the game just crashed and froze up on me, so, we'll go ahead and call this chapter here, and next time we will start over with the plant battle. See you next time.